Welcome to Tamsy Fae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsy Fae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsy Fae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsy Fae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join. If there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8ball, for the magic 8-ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsy Fae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, Fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon.
everyone. Welcome. How's it going? Hi, Ellen. Thank you for the congratulations. Tomorrow I will be doing the wheel thing to see who wins a private reading from me. So yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Culture. How's everyone? Welcome. If anyone wants a theme tonight, I do have a love reading spread out for you guys. It can involve some sexual pleasures, desires, if that's something you're interested in. We can do that. Yeah, but you know how it works, so I'll switch the screen so we get started. Dee Dee, love reading for Dee Dee. Are you in a relationship, or is it someone in particular you want a love reading for, or just general? Or just if love is coming in? Just in general? Okay, let's see. Is there love coming in for Dee Dee? Is there any love coming in for Dee Dee? Any love coming in for Dee Dee? Ooh, the Knight of Wands! What is this Knight of Wands? Love energy. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Who is this Knight of Wands? Does Dee Dee know this Knight of Wands? Three of Swords. Three of Swords in the dark twice. Maybe someone who's broken your heart already wants to come back. I don't know. You do have the Knight of Wands. You know, the Knight of Wands is a hot, fiery, passionate, romantic energy. You know, they can be a little persuasive in their energy. They don't like to commit, though, so there's that. But, the Three of Swords, you know, they seem to be the heartbreaker, though. I don't know. It could be fun, but it could be a heartbreaker. They have a lot of love. They may overly shower you with love with the Ace of Cups here. You have the Ace of Wands, so they want a new beginning. If they had something with you before, they want a brand new one to start over. They forgot what happened last time, maybe. I don't know. Amnesia, perhaps? But they seem to want a new spark of something with you. I mean, for their sexual desires, there's the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is the flirt, right? I feel like the flirt does play well with the Knight of Wands here. So the flirt has a lot of playfulness, likes to experiment with a variety of things, enjoys dirty talk, role playing, laughter, teasing, that sort of thing. Let's see, where would this love energy go for Dee Dee? Where would this love energy go for Dee Dee? Connection. Ooh, it says love is the bridge of connecting souls. Cherish those connections. So this could be like some sort of new soul connection trying to come through as well. Unseen, right? You don't know who this person is, but they seem to be coming. They're on their horse, ready to go. Love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking the flags, though. You know, it is a Knight of Wands. May have trouble with commitments. Anything else that Dee Dee needs to know about this? Hand of cards. It says take a chance, take a risk. You know, there might be something there. Be strategic, though. There are other options. Don't show all your hands. Don't show all your gameplay. You know, keep things back until you know for sure. And that's what I got for the spread. If you want a different kind of love reading, you can always ask again. I just thought that this one was fun. Culture. Am I being moved to a different team or something like that? Let's see for culture. You're welcome, Dee. Is culture being moved to a different team or something? Hi, Bernadette. I see you sneaking in here. Hello. Not really sneaking in. You're invited, but you know. Okay. This was what wanted to come out for culture. Is culture being moved to a different team or something? Is culture being moved into a different team? Let's see what this is. I don't know. What is all of this about? You have the seven. Not the seven. I was gonna say the seven of swords. It's not seven of swords. You have the five of swords in the light. Five of swords is a no for the question that we were asking. But the five of swords is more about some tension going on around the workplace. Maybe some sort of intimidation going on. Not quite sure what that is about. There is the three of swords in the dark. So I feel like whatever it is, you're gonna overcome what it is. I feel like you will be getting some answers or some clarity about exactly what's going on with you being moved to a different team or something. I feel like things may be at a pause at the current moment, like in this energy right now. But I feel like you are going to be communicating or connecting with someone who's definitely going to give you some more answers or more clarity about what's happening with the different team or something that's going on along the lines with that. I feel like there's going to be some stresses and worries thinking about it till you have the answers, though. With the Ten of Swords here, but I feel the sense that if you're resilient, though, I feel like you're going to improve. Like, I feel like there's going to be a new beginning for you that may be coming out of this. So I feel like there is a chance of you moving to a different team or moving, like, just something different because there's a new beginning. Like, all this seems to be coming to an end. You know, the Ten of Swords, something ending with a new beginning. What else does culture need to know about this energy? What else does culture need to know about this energy? Oh, the Seven of Swords is in the light. I was saying the Seven of Swords earlier because I was thinking this of you being like very strategic with your ideas, or someone else being very strategic into what information they reveal towards you, or what exactly is going on there. Then you have the Ten of Wands too. So, you know, tens are always about something ending, something beginning, a new cycle kind of thing. So I do feel that the Ten of Wands, it may mean some more extra responsibilities if you move to a different team, or whatever the something like that is. It may come with more work, more responsibilities, more pressure. I don't know. You have the Four of Wands in the dark as well. So I feel like you may not get a lot of attention for it, or you may not feel like it's a real sense of stability. But I feel like there's something here that's trying to come through that your intuition about movies is something different. I feel like it is on point. I'm not quite sure what it is. I feel like that energy hasn't quite settled on exactly what it's going to be yet. I don't know if that answers some questions, but it kind of validated your answer, though. Ellen, hello. What will this week be like for Ellen? 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 The Queen of Wands. Oh, yeah. What will this week be like for Ellen? What will this week be like for Ellen? Let's pull another one out to see what's going on here. Ooh, the Queen of Cups. We're the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're empowered though. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. I feel like whatever it is, you feel confident about your energy. For the Queen of Wands, I just feel the sense of you feeling resilient, feeling fearless, feeling more assertive or more confident in your energy. Even though things may not go quite as planned this week, I feel like there's going to be some disappointment, some heartache, you know, some things going on there that may cause some sort of imbalance between you and someone else or you and a situation. Whatever that is for you, though, I feel like it's a matter of you trusting your intuition. You know, if something doesn't feel right, something just seems like it's more one-sided than the two of you connecting or collaborating or working things out together. Maybe just be something that needs to just rest and come back to it at another time, because you have the Chariot here. You also have the Queen of Cups. So I feel like it's a matter of like using your wisdom from the Queen of Wands and your emotions as well. Like maybe this kind of a situation maybe just a matter of taking a step back and like kind of like putting yourself in the other person's shoes and trying to see things from their perspective may help you get through whatever this energy is. I just feel there's going to be tension between you and someone else. Let's see, let's clarify. What exactly is this going to be with this person with the Two of Cups here and the Three of Swords? King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords is in the dark. So I feel like somebody ended something with you before. They may want to start something with you again. Yeah, they may want a new beginning. They may feel like they have learned their lessons or whatever that is and plan on returning towards you because I feel like they want to pull you back into their energy. I don't know. You may have to use your queen magic to figure out what this is, if you want them back or not. That is up to you. You know, I feel like they feel like they've learned things. The King of Pentacles. They're on them both in the dark, but it could be just because the energy is like not really here. Just an energy is floating around as a possibility if it's not in the light. What did I go into? Bernadette, hello, love reading. Yes, I got the special love reading out tonight. This is for you and your partner. Let's see, for Bernadette. What is going on with Bernadette's partner? Let's see, what is Bernadette's love energy? What is Bernadette's love energy? What is Bernadette's partner's love energy? What is Bernadette's partner's love energy? What is your love connection together? What is your love connection together? Oh, there's two of them there. Alright. Ooh, Nine of Cups and Light. What is their path forward? Or what's going on with their path forward? Alright. So, for your love energy, Bernadette, you do have the Two of Cups. That soulmate, that love attraction energy. The two of you being happy, collaborating together, or cooperating together, but it is in the dark. So I feel like you have your doubts about this connection or feeling some sort of sense of imbalance. This one says, you feel very you feel very connected to your partner. You believe that the two of you can form strong partnerships together and see this, and you feel like you're stronger together rather than alone. I feel like that is still true, even though it may be a little bit doubtful, a little bit imbalanced, or not really strong at this current energy because in the dark. For your partner, it says, your partner tends to internalize things rather than express their feelings. They love to discuss things with you and are less comfortable with emotional or confrontations. They're driven but don't want to slow down or speed up. That is the Knight of Swords in the dark, though. That's also in the dark, so I don't know if they've lost some of this energy or maybe this is what they were like at the beginning. I don't know. The two of you together is the Knight of Cups. Love, romance, passion. You know, building a strong bond or something, or trying to work towards that goal, despite the challenges between the two of you. It says they are in love with being in love with you. They are feeling idealistic about you. They may have same, so I feel like this is the both of you together on both ends. Unrealistic expectations about how they feel, but are perfect partner right now. I feel like they are a perfect partner right now. I don't know. It also comes with the Hermit, though, so healthy self-reflection and feel the need to keep their feelings from you. There seems to be that going on. Makes sense, you want kids and you don't think he does? Yeah, it could be that too. For the Page of Pentacles, this is where your path forward is going. It says they feel excited about the relationship. They are ambitious and focused and see potential. They believe that you're growing solid foundations together. It is the Page of Pentacles, though, so they're very slow and steady in their energy. They're not focusing on this too quickly or thinking too big or too outside of the box kind of thing. So, it's in the dark, so I'm not quite sure how far they are on that one, or if they've kind of lost hope on that. Let's see what's going on with the love energy between Bernadette and her partner. Settling unseen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, dressing up. Settling, it says, avoid settling for less than you deserve in love. Unseen, love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking red flags. And it says, dress up, an opportunity to dress up and party. Fun times ahead. Maybe it's time for the two of you to have this fancy little date night, go dancing or something, and reconnect and bring some of this more into a positive light. And then for the sexual desires of this energy here, for the Two of Cups, twos are the lovers. So I feel like they have this desire of emotional connection, tenderness, sensual bonding, pleasures of caresses, skin on skin, touch, eye contact, romantic intimacy. There's that. Knight of Wands. Well, the Knight of Swords, all the knights are very romantic. That sort of thing, right? But the Knight of Wands, the knights are the seekers, so their desires are learning through exploration of roles, maybe playfulness, maybe role playing here and there. I don't know if the Knight of Swords is really up to the role playing. I think that'd be more of the Knight of Cups energy here, but you do have the Knight of Cups, so possibility. And then the Page of Pentacles. For pages are the intuitive, so they're more intuitive. They like psychic connections, and intimacy. Highly sensitive, highly touchy kind of thing. Fantasy, role playing, dreamy, magical things. Orgasm as revelation. Not quite sure what that means, but that's the thing with the pages. Let's just see what else we can get for this love energy here. Karmic. Oh man. It said feeling triggers. Oh man. Letting go and loving you. I'm not quite sure what that is about. This one says happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, openness. A lot of playfulness. I feel like the two of you need to do some role playing. You need to get some costumes or something here. That's what's gonna boost it up. And if something comes out of it, something comes out of it. Maybe he'll have so much fun that he won't realize that he slipped a little bit. And then you can get your wish, right? I don't know. You didn't hear that from me. Empathy and narcissist, being charmed, setting boundaries though. It does say boundaries, so I don't know if there's any boundaries with this role playing thing going on here. But that's what I got. That was fun. You're goofy and get each other? Okay, well that's awesome then. So that's right up your alleys. There we go. See, Spirit knows better than I do. You're welcome, Bernadette. Dee Dee! Will my story on good novel bite before midnight do good? Ooh, let's see. For Dee Dee. That one sounds like it really needs vampire cards though, right? I see a bite before midnight. Let's see. For Dee Dee, will Dee Dee's story on novel bite before midnight do good? Oh man, for the Seven of Pentacles is in the light here. I feel like there's options, or people may have a lot of different opinions from different angles of it, so I feel like it will go good overall. The Page of Swords, they may hold back on their thoughts a little bit for whatever reason, because they're butt cheeks. I don't know. The Four of Pentacles is in the dark as well. But Four of Pentacles in the dark, I just feel like, yeah, I feel like they're going to, I don't know. They may have some blocks maybe about what they think about it, I may not be sure what they think about it, but Wheel of Fortune's on your side, right? Luck, timing, destiny. So I feel like overall it will go well. Maybe not as much as you hoped for, though, with the Nine of Cups in the dark. We can clarify. Why is the Nine of Cups in the dark? How will this go? Will this story go really well? Will this story go really well? You're going to have a celebration. You're going to be able to celebrate your success. So it's not going to be that bad. It's werewolf? Okay, werewolf, vampire. It's kind of, you know. Yeah, I feel like we got the right vibe anyways. Yeah, you're gonna be able to celebrate that success, or it's like, woohoo, you know? I did a little bit better than some of the others. That's what I got. It may not be like a huge on celebration, but I feel like it'll be something. Alice, hello! RJ's thoughts and feelings about me. Okay, so what are RJ's thoughts and feelings about Alice right now, and how he sees me in the next step of our connection? Let's see. What is going on with RJ's thoughts towards Alice? What's going on with RJ's thoughts towards Alice? What's going on with RJ's thoughts towards Alice? What's going on with RJ's thoughts towards Alice? That is some good energy. What's going on with RJ's feelings? What's going on with RJ's feelings for Alice? Nope, that doesn't want to come out. It's not coming. What are RJ's feelings for Alice right now? How does RJ see Alice? How does RJ see Alice? Or how does RJ see the next steps in their connection? How does RJ see the next steps in their connection? Ooh, it's all positive. They're all in light. So that is some good energy. So what are RJ's thoughts? You have the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So I feel like they feel very ambitious, very steady, very grounded in this energy, right? The Page of Swords in the light is like they are ready for some really important or real mature, responsible conversations, whatever's going on between the two of you right now. I feel like that is heavy in their mind. And this one says, RJ feels like they love chatting with you. They feel very connected to you. They adore you. They enjoy their humor. I think that you're fun to be around. They avoid any emotional expressions, though. So yeah, it is the Page of Swords. They may not be overly expressive in their emotions. This is the King of Pentacles here, so they feel they are showing you their feelings through their actions. They are not good with their words to express how they truly feel all the time. They may make some hasty decisions. Or they may not. I don't know. They may not make hasty decisions, right? This is the Knight of Pentacles, so they may not make hasty decisions. They may go slow and steady and not rush into anything, though, right? Because they feel more grounded, more slow, more... yeah, but overall, you know, the King is very serious, very protective, very loving. And then their feelings towards you is the Seven of Cups. They may have so many feelings, they don't know which one is the right one. They may be overwhelmed by their feelings. But this one says... they feel like they feel like they have to make a decision about something. All the choices look tempting, but some may be illusions. They feel like they have to take their time and not want to rush into anything. Again, with the King of Pentacles energy here. They're not in a rush, but they have a lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings, a lot of things going on there. Seven of Cups be more about also having visions. They're really thinking about you having some... you know, romanticizing kind of ideas. Then there's Ace of Wands, a hot, fiery, passionate, you know, like taking action, passion, all that sort of fun, hot stuff too. It says they're in love with the idea of where your relationship could go. They feel that they are in a new opportunity with you and are determined to see what this opportunity might bring, right? They're ready for that spark of action, that spark of passion, that spark of what's going on there. So I feel like this is all good energy. Next up in their connection is the Hangman. So I feel like they're hanging around to see where this is going, though. It says they feel like they are making large sacrifices for you and their relationships. I don't know if that's because of their work or whatever else they have, what other responsibilities they have going on. But you have the Two of Swords. You know, they're making a difficult decision about how this is going to look like for them moving forward, which is not a bad thing. You know, I feel like they care about you if they're really taking their time to think about it and thinking about their future with you. They are feeling the indecision. They do not know whether they want to move forward or backwards. They lack clarity on what to do next. So they're not quite sure what their next steps are, but they're hanging around waiting to see what it's going to be like. And then for their feelings, you can do so for the seven is the mystic, right? So the seven is like their desires are deep intimacy of the mind and soul. Their pleasures are tantric practices and spiritual sex, mystery, sacred times, sacred union, which kind of really goes along the lines of the Seven of Cups, eh? Erotic vibes and sees sex as a cosmic getaway. I don't know. Ace of Wands. So this one is the initiator. So they're ready for passionate pursuits, dominance, being the leader, making bold moves, quick arousal, that sort of thing. Lust, or they like to chase the lust. So they love the honeymoon phase and that sort of thing. Let's see what else we can get for you here. What is going on with this love energy for Alice? What's going on with this love energy for Alice? Destiny. So the reunion with your twin flame is destined to event. Ooh, maybe this is a twin flame thing. I don't know. Secrets. This is something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. So I have no idea what that is about. We can pull one more. These two are what wanted to come out. The others just went a little crazy. So this one is passion. Oh, you have two of them here. It says, keep flame of passion alive, the heart of love. Ooh, this one is illusions. Illusions, right? The Seven of Cups and the seven from the little notes I had. It says, be aware of love, illusions, see reality clearly. Yeah, that's really cool. I can see what one does these say. What does these ones say about Alice's love connection with RJ? What does this say about Alice's love energy with RJ? The Snake Girl. Snake Girl always wants to come out for me. I don't even know why. The Hammer. It says rebuilding, repetitive, working on your energy, being persistent, working on your energy with RJ, or RJ's working on his connection with you. Snake Girl is an empath, being charmed, setting boundaries kind of thing. And this one is time with friends, moving on, happy, living in the moment, having fun. So that's all good stuff. That's what I got. I feel like this is a better love reading than we had before of you and RJ, I think. So that is some good news. Culture. For culture, what is the international team energy towards culture? What is the international team's energy towards culture right now? What is the international team's energy towards culture right now? What is the international team's energy towards culture right now? Ooh. I feel like they love you. They have a lot of respect for you. You're the Queen of Wands, the Empress, a lot of respect. They feel like you're committed to your work or whatever's going on with this international team. They love you. Like, what is there not to love about culture? They think you collaborate well together. The Two of Cups want to come out. That's teamwork, collaboration, partnerships. Yeah, I feel like you will work well together. I can't see why not. It seems like the universe thinks that you're a good fit. Ellen, I sent an application today on a personal, non-business matter. Will it be accepted and documented issues before the end of October? So Ellen sent an application today. So will this application be accepted as a and documented? So will this application be accepted and documented by the end of October? Will this application be accepted? Will this application be accepted? These came out and they're all yes cards. The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is the only yes card out of the swords. The rest are in the dark, so you know it may take some time for them to decide, but they are all yeses. Will the application be documented? Will the application be documented? Oh, the 10. The 10 is the yes, it's in the dark, so maybe just taking some time for them to figure that out. Will this be all done by the end of October? Will this be issued before October? Before the end of October? Will this be issued before the end of October? Oh, I don't know, because the Temperance is like a neutral card, I think. Maybe leaning more towards yes, but it also comes with the 5 of Cups, which is a no. So I feel like it's a possibility, but I'm not sure. Could be delayed. That's what I go after that, though. Sunflower, hello. How will Ace feel that I opened communication? How will Ace feel now that Sunflower opened communication? How will Ace feel now that Sunflower opened communication? I guess we should use a love card. I don't know. What card do you want to use for this? I feel like at first it'll be a little bit hard, a little bit challenging, because it's the 5 of Pentacles and the Light. I feel like Ace realizes they have choices and decisions they need to make that's gonna be hard, not easy for them to do. You know, I feel like they're kind of like weighing their options. They don't want to be blinded to their truth, whatever that is for them. I feel like they're not. It's not like they're gonna walk away from you or anything. They're just gonna kind of like see where this goes or try the communication to see what happens. I feel like there's a possibility for good success though, because you have the 4 of Wands here, right? So I feel the sense of you two having a reunion or a connection, you know, and them showing up for you when you want to communicate or whatever that is. The Emperor, them coming into their power, feeling more confident to have this communication with you. At the bottom of the deck was the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like they're not going to rush into anything. They're going to go slow and steady. You know, one conversation at a time to see where it goes. That is what I got. Bernadette, current energy of Kayla. What is Kayla's current energy for Bernadette? 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 The lovers is in the light. So I do. No, it's in the dark. I don't know why I was saying a lot in the light. But I feel like you and Kayla's connection has gone better. I don't know. Lovers in the dark though, so I feel like either you or Kayla has decisions to make about the relationship, about where this is going, or what the energy is about. So I feel like there's some juggling, some ideas or options or things going on. Keep having visions of her and running into her. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the two of Pentacles, like you weighing your options if you should contact her or reconnect with her, whatever that is. The Nine of Wands is in the dark as well, so I feel this stubborn, rigid, defensive energy trying to come through. I don't know if it's just Kayla refusing to compromise or allow you into your energy or what's going on there. Nine of Cups is in the dark. So yeah, it could be just because you haven't contacted in a while. You haven't talked to her in months. Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. There is the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, though, so I feel like there is a window of opportunity to open up that conversation to see what's going on here. Then it'll be better to make that decision about what the energy is between you and Kayla, and if it's worth your time to, connect and pursue this further, or if it's something that you just need to close and move on from. I just want to go for that. Dee Dee. Will I hear back from the housing people? Will Dee Dee be hearing back from the housing people? Will Dee Dee hear back from the housing people? Will Dee Dee hear back from the housing people? No. But that could just be like, why? Why will Dee Dee not? Could be just your energy being anxious about it, though. Let's see. We'll try that again. Will Dee Dee hear back from the housing people? I feel like you will, right? The King of Pentacles giving you that sense of stability and groundingness. So, and all the I feel like it's more about home, right? You're gonna hear back from them. It may cause you some stresses and worries and stuff from it being taking so long. You're not getting the answers as fast as you're wanting them to. How will this work out for Dee Dee? How will the housing people work out for Dee Dee? Oh, it may take some time. The Temperance and the Knight of Cups is in the dark, so it may take some time. Either to hear back from them or to know what they're actually going to do with whatever that is for you. You do have the Six of Wands here, so I feel like they will validate you. They will recognize your needs and that sort of thing and work with you with that. It's just may take some more time, which I feel like will be stressful, but culture. What do I need to know? Oh wait, what can I do now to make better choices in love in the future? What can culture do now to make better choices in love in the future? What can culture do now to make choices with what can culture do now to make better choices in love in the future? For the Hierophant, I feel like is knowing who you are, knowing what your values and your beliefs and all that sort of thing are. Not just thinking what they are, but truly knowing who you are. I feel like that is the most important thing of going into any relationship. Sometimes you feel like you want someone because of the way they look or because of the job or the money they have. But, to be in a relationship, you need to live with them. So it's kind of like knowing who you are to know what kind of person you can live with, right? The Two of Swords, I feel like it's a matter of like not going into blinding. Don't be pressured into a relationship. Stall. Take your time getting to know them and really connecting with them. Don't be tempted by sex right away, right? I feel like that is a common thing right now is to do the sex first and get to know them later. But that can end up making him run away in the other direction. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just, getting to know them first seems to be the better way to make better choices in the future. With the cards here. For the Emperor here is like you being in charge, you knowing exactly who you are, what you want to do, what kind of relationships you want to have in the future, how that aligns with your goals and your destination of your future plans and all that sort of fun stuff. That's what I got for that. Ellen, would I be happy if I moved to live in Europe? Would Ellen be happy if they moved and lived in Europe? Would Ellen be happy if they moved and lived in Europe? It's not looking good. It's not looking good, Ellen. I mean, I know Europe sounds tempting. I see a lot of people wanting to move to Europe, and I do see how it's tempting to want to move there, but the cards are not agreeing with you right now. Let's just pull another one. Should Ellen move to Europe? Should Ellen move to Europe? Should Ellen be moving to Europe? No. Oh man. You can fight the universe, right? You have that free will. You can fight the universe. You can fight the cards, the spirits, whoever you want to fight. You can do what you want to do. Oh man. Bernadette, hello. What the spirits are around me? What spirits are around Bernadette? Are there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors? Let's see. For Bernadette, what do the spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or spirit guides, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae, the universe? Anybody know spirits are around Bernadette right now? Any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? I hear ya, Alan. I hear ya. There's a lot of craziness going on all around the world. I don't know. I just like to sit here in my corner. Let's see. For Bernadette. Trying to get your energy, Bernadette. Is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernadette a message about what spirits are around her right now? What spirits are around Bernadette right now? The Fool. So I feel like if you have a lost soul wandering around you, so this lost soul could be just not someone that's really connected to you, like a family or past lives or anything, just a lost soul that loves your company or to be around you, because it's the Fool. The Ace of Wands. I feel like there's a spirit around you that does try to show you love. They may have a little bit of a cheeky side because it is the Wands card. There's also the Six of Swords here, so someone may be coming and going. You know, they kind of just drift in and drift out, move around your things or something like that. I don't know. Knight of Swords. So someone may be like, this could be more someone that is in your family, an ancestor or some sorts, who does try to protect you and look out for you, whatever that is. I don't do lost souls. Oh man. You're not responsible for them. For the Five of Wands. I don't know. Maybe this person passed away in battle or some sort. I feel like they don't mean any harm for you because they're in the dark. They don't want to fight you or anything. I feel like it's you know, you're already paranoid. Oh man. Yeah. I feel like whatever's going on, it's nothing bad. Don't be paranoid. If you ask spirits to go away, they will go away. You know? They do have some understanding, I believe. When spirits come around me, I tell them when I've had enough and they need to go away, and they go away. You can talk to them like you would any other person. But yeah, you can tell them to go away. They would. But that's what I got as it came through. Sunflower. What is coming towards Sunflower this week? What is coming towards Sunflower this week? What is coming towards Sunflower this week? You don't talk to them? Oh man. Yeah, don't be scared. They're just people. I mean, people in general are scary even when they're alive, but spirits can't really hurt you. They can't do any of that stuff. For Sunflower, what's coming towards Sunflower this week? What's coming towards Sunflower this week? What's coming towards Sunflower this week? I feel like this week may be a little bit slower than usual because there's, the Eight of Wands is in the dark, so maybe a slower week than usual. There's a Hierophant here, so I feel like it's going to be as expected. They're going to be following your routine or whatever structure you have for the week. I feel like it's going to go smoothly in that sense. You may not be able to finish all of your work with the Seven of Pentacles here. So you may, if you're waiting to hear from someone, they may delay or not respond right away. They may, be a little bit cheeky. For the Page of Wands in the dark too, I feel like this person, maybe inconsistent in their energy, maybe unreliable, may not communicate it as well as they probably should. But I feel like you're going to be making some future plans. I feel like you're on the right path. I feel like you're considering your options. I feel like you're also going to kind of like evaluate how far you've gone or evaluate your situation to see what kind of progress you're going to moving forward. You also have the King of Wands. The Page of Wands, King of Wands. I'm not quite sure if they're the same person or two different people. The King of Wands is someone who is very mature. Could be a boss or someone you're working with. But I just feel in their energy that they're have some motivations or they have some things they want to tell you or express towards you or figure out with you, whatever that is. I don't know. Hi, Venus. I don't know what. How are you, Venus? I have some sexy love readings tonight, if anybody wants any. Cards running the wrong way. Dee Dee. What does Dee Dee need to know right now? Or Dee Dee, why does my friend Irene always hang up the phone on me and Becky when her boyfriend Josh comes home? Well, because, it's sexy time when the boyfriend comes home. I'm in, right? That's probably not the most appropriate thing to do, but you gotta kind of relate. For Dee Dee, why does Dee Dee's my friend Irene always hang up the phone when her boyfriend comes home? Use your intuition on that one. What's happening there? Oh man, I wasn't expecting Spirit to agree with me like that. Oh man. Let's see. Why does Irene's boyfriend hang up the phone when the boyfriend comes over? She wants to lie on her back. Maybe wants him to. I don't know how this is playing out there, but wants alone time with him. Wants to rest with him. You know what rest means, right? I don't know. It's the right timing. The Wheel of Fortune. The wheels are turning. Their hormones are turning. I don't know. They want some alone darkness time. They want the sun to go away. And I don't know. That's what I got. I really wasn't expecting the, Spirit to agree with me like that or say what I was saying, but it kind of did. You're welcome, Dee Dee. Ellen, why are... Oh, any deceased family members? Yes, for Ellen. Are there any deceased family members around Ellen? Is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to give Ellen a message? Or any spirits or spirit guides or Ellen's spirit team want to tell Ellen if there's any deceased family members around Ellen? Are there any deceased family members around Ellen right now? Maybe one night for members only, we could do more of calling in spirits and seeing what they have to say. I have a bunch of spirit apps on my phone that I like to use and stuff. Depends on them, and I have a Ouija board too. We could bring out one night. Let's see for Ellen. Are there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that know if there's any deceased family members around Ellen? Justice. I feel like there is. I feel like there's one. I feel like there's one. I don't want to say a lost soul, but like a soul that's kind of like lingering around you. I feel like whatever happened to them was not fair, or they feel like it wasn't fair. You know, the hangman. I feel like they just kind of like hang around. You know, especially in the dark. I don't know. Whatever it was, I feel like they died too soon. I don't feel like this is a young person though, but I feel like they felt like they died too soon. I feel like they had more adventure, more life to live than what they did. At the bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups in the dark, and Six of Cups is, you know, your ancestors, your past. So yeah, I feel like that does confirm that there is someone around you. What is this person's attentions around Ellen? What is this person's attentions around Ellen? What is this person's attentions around Ellen? Why do they hang around Ellen? Wheel of Fortune. I feel like if it's not a relative, it could be a friend to the family that maybe they feel like family. But yeah, I feel like they have a lot of love for you. I feel like they protect you. This person have good energy around. Apparently they threw a bunch of cards on the floor. I don't know why the tower came out. I'm not sure the tower was supposed to come up. Is this person trying to protect Ellen from any chaos and destruction? Yes. I feel like they're trying to protect you. That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. I feel like they just feel like they're hanging around you to protect you, protect your home. Yeah, I don't feel like there's anything, you know, bad around them or anything. I feel like there is a family member who has passed. Bernadette, hello. Can I learn what souls are around me? Oh. Let's see. I feel like that is kind of it's kind of hard to like really pinpoint who these souls are. I guess I should have did this for Ellen too to see. Yeah, it's true, but it's kind of like how you're asking the questions. All those cards are not always bad, depending how you're asking, right? We're asking for a spirit, so to me, I take it as a spirit is lingering. Because if a spirit is happy, they go up to heaven or they go back into a rebirth and they are born again. So a lot of lingering spirits that we have down here, they're kind of lost. They're all lost souls. They don't want to go to heaven. They want to stay here on earth, or they want to protect their loved ones. So the justice is kind of like how they died was not fair. They felt like they had more time because of the Three of Wands. You know, looking forward, looking towards the future that they could have had. You know, the Hangman is mostly about hanging around, waiting for a different perspective, waiting for a new life. Could be waiting for that rebirth, but in the meantime, they're kind of hanging around you. So all the cards, like even some of the good cards, depending on how you're asking them, could be bad or good. It's all the perspectives, and it's how you ask it and interpret it. But yeah. Let's see. What are the initials of people that could be around Bernadette? Right? Spirit guides, ancestors. That could be around Bernadette. X T T J E. Let's see if we can get another one besides T. W. So I don't know if you know any of these initials. It could be their first name, last name. I don't know. Something that makes you think about them. What souls could be around Bernadette? What souls could be around Bernadette? Ooh. You have the Five of Pentacles here. So Pentacles is usually about family or work, right? So I feel like there could be some family members around you or a family member. I feel like we already discovered that there was family members around you. The Nine of Wands, you know, it's in the dark, you know, it's Nine of Wands. So I feel like this is someone who is very stubborn, very rigid, very defensive in their energy. This could have been someone who worked really hard, but feel like they never made it the millions, right? Or they feel that in their energy. For the Chariot, they may not have gone too far. This person could be a young person or just someone who feels like they had a lot of regrets in their life and didn't accomplish as much as they want. It could be still part of this energy. The Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is a mother energy. So I feel like there is a mother. I know we talk about your adopted mother, right? Or your grandmothers, you know, great aunts, any mothers who are in your family who have passed. Then there's a Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles could be someone who's passed young, you know, not very old. Not very young either. Like kind of like a young adult kind of energy, or you know. Yeah, yeah. Your brother, yeah, perhaps, yeah. We just find your brother one day. Yeah, your brother, your mom. Um, I feel like these may be connected, right? Because I feel like this person feels like, you know, they were very challenged. They worked very hard. They didn't see a lot of wealth, but he passes the baby. Okay, so yeah, that would explain why he's young, right? Nine of Pentacles is someone young. Doesn't have much experience in life. What else? What other spirits are coming around Bernadette? Your dad maybe as well, yeah. The Page of Cups. Page of Cups is young. So the Page of Cups would be more likely your brother. This may be someone a little bit older. Because the Page of Cups is like a child. Didn't really live to teenage years. And then the Justice, you know. That's what I got. Your grandpa, yeah. Culture. What do I need to know most right now? Let's see for culture. What does culture need to hear most right now? What does culture need to know most right now? What does culture need to know most right now? What does culture need to hear most right now? Is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, or angels are okay? They want to come give culture a message. Is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? I want to come and give culture a message right now. Oh. You have the Eight of Cups in the dark. I feel like there's this energy of some unresolved issues just lingering around you right now. I also feel like there's this energy of like trying again, you know, repeating it, doing it again. It's not a bad idea, you know. I feel like they want you to not lose your determination. Like you have the skills, you have the talent. It's just a matter of you tapping into them, figuring out what exactly they are and how you're going to use them moving forward. The Lovers, I feel like you have some life decisions, especially regarding like relationships and that sort of thing, and trying to figure out what your next moves are with that. Because I also feel the sense of partnerships and commitments are just kind of like lingering and not really solid right now. There is the Two of Wands, so I feel like this focus is more about you expanding your vision, making some future plans, and that sort of thing. Because I just feel like there's this energy of you considering your options, taking your planning your next steps, or taking your first step, whatever that is. But also considering how far you've gone to make that first step as well. Because luck, timing, destiny is on your side. So now is the right time to do what you want to do. And at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Two of Swords. So making some decisions, even though you may feel like you don't have all the answers. It's just a matter of, you know, weighing your options, juggling what you need to juggle, and see what's out there for you. I think it's more about taking the road less used. You know, the road that has less been driven on or walked through or whatever that is. Venus, hello. How did Geo really feel about me putting him off for now? Let's see. How did Geo really feel about Venus putting him off for now? How did Geo really feel about Venus putting him off for now? How did Venus really feel about putting him off for now? He felt like a fool, and now he's running away and crying about it. Hopefully not, but just the way they came out so aggressively, it was like, oh my goodness, how did Geo really feel about Venus putting him off for now? He feels like he's not going to give up. He's going to go cry. He's going to wipe his tears. He's going to come back a man and try again. He doesn't know how, but he's going to try again. He believes in himself very strongly. You know, he made a fool of himself. He's going to get over it. He's going to, you know, get himself all dressed up. Hopefully he brings you flowers and not an empty cup. But, you know, he's going to try his best. I feel like he's following his heart. He's going to be more romantic, more charming. I feel like he's going to seek some sort of information that may help him along the lines of getting his true love that he truly desires. You know, he hasn't made up his mind how he's going to do it yet. You know, he has the vase. He's going to go shopping with the flowers. He's going to get there. I believe in him. He can do this, right? Let's see. What kind of options is he considering right now for Venus? What kind of options is he considering right now for Venus? What kind of options is he considering for Venus right now? Oh man, Seven of Cups is in the dark. Yeah, he really does not know. Oh man, hopefully he picks something good like flowers or diamonds or I don't know what's in here. These are all kind of weird masks. These ones, oh well, some jewelry. You can take some jewelry, right? You can keep the snake where it is though. The Chariot. He's not gonna make his moves too fast. You know, he still has to, you know, clean up his tears and sulk a little bit longer first, but he'll come around. He'll be ready when you're done putting him off. He's working on it. You're welcome, Venus. Dee Dee, will I hit my weight loss goal by the end of the month? Will Dee Dee reach her weight loss goal by the end of the month? Oh, it's a mystery. It's a mystery. We'll try this again. Will Dee Dee reach her weight loss goal by the end of the month? Will Dee Dee reach her weight loss goal by the end of the month? You will. I feel like you will have that achievement. You will have that success, right? The world. How is that going to go for Dee Dee? How is this going to go for Dee Dee? No, plan ahead. Look ahead. Don't be tempted by the chippies and the chocolate and the candy. I mean, that is that. Yeah, I always fall for that. The pizza. Oh man. Be better planning. Stay away from the smell of pizza. You got this. I feel like I'm talking about myself here, not you. I feel like you're stronger. You have stronger willpower than that. Stick to your diet or routine or whatever it is that you're doing for your weight loss journey. Don't fall off track on that. But don't stay up all night thinking about it and worrying about it either. You know, if you have a cheat day, you have a cheat day. It's fine. You know, nobody has to know about the cheat day. Don't stay up all night regretting it. It's fine. Sounds good? Good. Bernadette, how will my podcast do? How will Bernadette's podcast do? How will Bernadette's podcast do? Let's see. How will Bernadette's podcast do? How will Bernadette's podcast do? How will Bernadette's podcast do? It's gonna go great, right? Not too bad. I feel it's a matter of expanding your vision, putting yourself out there, right? Making sure that you're advertising on everything that you have to advertise on. I know I have to work on that. I'm very limited on where I advertise my channel. But, you know, the universe, spirit is telling you you need to put yourself out there. You know, advertise it on whatever platforms you want to use. You know, I use Instagram and Blue Skies, but whatever you want to use. You know, some people use TikTok and X and all the other ones, but you need to put yourself out there to have that success, right? The Ace of Cups, overfilling your cup of success on that. I think faith in the universe, don't doubt your universe. You know, try to find whatever's blocking your creative blocks with expanding this vision. Maybe about working by yourself for now, instead of collaborating with other people. Just come up with whatever your ideas are and do your thing for at first, just before you start expanding further. You know, the Queen of Cups, don't allow your emotions to take over your mindset and your creativity. Just focus on growth for your podcast, it seems, because of the Three of Wands here. Yeah, you know, I feel like once you have some growth or some idea of where you want your podcast to go, then it'll be time to reach out for some collaboration and let go of having solely all the control. But that's what I thought. That is awesome. That's good, Bernadette. See, Spirit is just validating what you already know. Culture. What's peace energy towards culture right now? What are peace energy towards culture right now? What is peace energy towards culture right now? What is peace culture towards culture right now? What is peace culture what is peace energy towards culture right now? I don't know if you guys even noticed, but today you guys can communicate with each other on my community page. If you guys have anything you want to post on my community page, you can do that now. You can just make a post and then I approve it and then it goes on my community page. I just thought about that because of the expanding things. So. For culture, what are P's energies towards culture? What is P's energy towards culture right now? I'm not sure what's going on with this energy. I feel like this energy is a little scattered in all different directions. There's a 5 wands there, so I don't know if P's like what they're doing. They feel like they have to prove themselves for your attention, or what's going on with that. The 4 of Cups is in the dark as well, so I feel like they're thinking about things. I feel like their thoughts are not very quick. They're very slow. So I feel like there's energy of them going back and forth with some sort of idea. So I'm not quite sure if it's something the two of you talk about or just an idea is had, not sure when's the right time to tell you about it or do it or whatever that is. The Emperor not feeling very confident in themselves with expressing what they need to express towards you. I feel like they know that there's changes that they need to do, but they're resisting making the changes even though they're aware of what needs to be changed. The King of Wands is in the dark as well. So I don't know if they're just having like some sort of romantic block and doesn't know how to be romantic towards you or what's going on with that. Let's see. What does culture need to know about P's energy towards her besides all this scattered, doubtful, unsureness? Oh man. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords, I feel like he's getting out of his head more into his heart though. So that's, I feel like he's coming around. You know, he's opening up a little bit. You know, I feel like he feels like he's a little bit of a rebel. You know, he doesn't always do things that are predictable, doesn't always do things what is part of his routine or what you expect from him all the time. 9 of Wands in the light. He does have some boundaries and guards up that seems to be, you know, let's see. What are P's true love energy towards culture? I'm not even sure if this is a love relationship. Let's see, is there any love energy between culture and P? Relax. It says find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. So I feel like that is where they're at right now. I feel like that kind of like makes sense of where all the cards are coming from here. That's really good. Venus. Week ahead. What does Venus need to know about the week ahead? What does Venus need to know about the week ahead? What does Venus need to know about the week ahead? What does Venus need to know about the week ahead? Ooh, you're in charge. You hold the wand. You hold all the power. You got this. What does Venus need to know about the week ahead? Ooh, sexy time. Man, maybe he's gonna pick up pace with clearing up those tears and coming back better. Oh man. Ooh, that didn't last very long. That's good. He didn't cry too long, so that's good. He put his big boy pants on there and he found his flowers for his cup. Oh man, how's this week ahead gonna go for Venus? How's this week ahead gonna go for Venus? Maybe he'll find someone else. I don't know. Maybe the Knight of Wands is somebody else. I mean, the Knight of Cups. Let's see. We're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, though. For Venus, how is the rest of this week gonna go? How's the rest of the week gonna go for Venus? You're gonna get your work done. You're gonna be productive. Oh yeah, he's gonna come back crying. He's so sorry. He has a lot of love. He's ready to go now. You know, wanting to commit. Maybe he'll be the man that you wanted. I don't know. But this could be a work situation as well. You only see this guy once at a job. Okay, so yeah, but I feel like yeah. Oh man, he may have some other ideas though than what you do. Maybe this is somebody else. Maybe this somebody else is coming in your energy. I don't know. But you have the Eight of Pentacles here, so I feel like you're gonna get your work done. I feel like you're gonna be working on perfecting your work. Um, I feel like some good things from your work is gonna come through. I feel like you're gonna get some good news. Someone's gonna express their feelings towards you. May not be love, could be other options. Maybe this is about business. But I feel like you're gonna stick to your commitments. You're gonna be some growth, laying down some foundation. Whatever kind of growth you want to put together. So there are good things here. It's always work, yeah. I know, I feel you. I feel like it's always work here. It's so hard to find work. I've been productive today though. I made a lot of videos. No, I didn't make a lot of videos. I made 2 videos, but they're long videos. um because the new moon's on Saturday, so I made a new moon video for all the zodiac signs, but it's all gonna be on one video though. That will be on Saturday. I did the Venus birthday video. The work in progress. I feel like now that I'm at 1,000, I have to kind of like, kick myself in the butt and get more work done. Didi, what do I need to know that? What do I need to know? What do I need to know? What did people in my past life thought about it me? I'm not quite sure what you're trying to say there, Didi. What do you need to know about your past life? What people thought about you in a past life? I can do that. I think I have my past life cards here. Let's see. For Didi. I'm working on it. Well, let's see for Didi. What did people think about Didi in her past life? What does people think about Didi in her past life? What did people think about Didi that she needs to know from her past life? What did people think about Didi in her past life that she needs to know? Ooh, you're the Queen of Cups. Ooh, maybe you're married to the King of Wands. I feel like whatever it is, you are well respected, right? Yeah, I guess that probably goes the other way around. I don't know. But for the Queen of Cups, right, you're very, there's another card there. You have a lot of energy here. So, you were the Queen of Cups. I feel like you were someone who was an empath. You were very nurturing, very compassionate, very intuitive. You could have been an energy reader, a tarot reader, whatever kind of reader, a psychic maybe. But you were very loving. You had a family life. So yeah, so I feel like the King of Wands here was your soulmate, your husband. This person was a leader, like a boss, or had strong ambitions, was very business, could have owned a business, or been a boss of a business or a corporation. I don't know. Apparently, had lots of kids together, so there's that. May not have been the life you wanted. Maybe you want to be a single, free-spirited person, but you were married, had a lot of kids. The Two of Swords is in I don't know where the Two of Swords are, but we're just reading the cards here. It says that they thought that you were expected to. Okay, so you did what you were expected to do. So you did what was expected for you. You got married, you had kids, you did what was expected. But this one also says that you could have been a witchy psychic person as well. So, you raised the kids, you did a tarot reading on the side, your husband ran the business, everything was perfect. Maybe that's why you're attracted to tarot now. I don't know. Then you have the Eight of Pentacles. So you could have, this could be multiple past lives here. Because this one, you were someone who made things. You made crafted things out of wood or materials. I don't know. You could have, you were attendant. You were very good at paying attention to details with a high degree of skill, and you were very valued, and you mastered your craft. So I don't know if that goes along the lines of witchcraft, or you actually, build something and sold something, kind of thing. justice. You know, maybe some people were judgy because you had the perfect life, you had the perfect husband, you were married to the King of Wands. I know everyone, when doing a reading, they all want to be married to the King of Wands, right? So he's hot, romantic, good and bad apparently. So I don't know. They were jealous about that. They had some judgment going on here. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe they're just, maybe you're hung for being a witch. That could be a possibility as well. Someone had to execute you. I don't know. Hopefully that's not what happened though. The Four of Cups is in the light. So in your past life, you had a time of emotional disconnect, of introspection, and possibly missed opportunities. This period of emotional withdrawal and reflection may have influenced your current attitudes right now by setting the boundaries and offering lessons of acceptance and value of engagement with the world around you now. So it's funny because this one is a Cancer, and the Queen of Cups is also a Cancer. So I don't know if your rising, your past life card. I always forget which one it is, whatever position it is. You were a Cancer. I don't know. That's what I got though. Those are sorry. It's good. I love these readings. I love past life reading. I love theme reading. They are my favorite. On Thursday, we're gonna do some shadow work readings. That's gonna be fun. You're welcome, DD. Bernadette. Does spirits see me feeling better from pain? Let's see. Spirit, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae have a message for Bernadette. Does spirit see that Bernadette is feeling better from pain? Right, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that have a message for Dee about feeling better from pain. I feel like it's not really a type of thing that spirit sees all that much. You know, maybe your spirit guides do, but you know, I feel like you are truly blessed by the universe. So the star is shining. You know, the star could also be your spirit guides watching over you, guiding you, trying to help you with your pain. I feel like they do recognize the battle you're going through, though, right? The Five of Swords here and the Knight of Swords, I feel like they do recognize the battle that you're putting yourself through and to overcome the pain and stuff like that that's going on here. You know, they see that you may be moving slowly but surely, but at least you're still moving. You haven't stopped yet. You haven't given up yet. You still have some healing to do. You know, the Eight of Pentacles in the dark, so there's still more work on that they see that you're working towards. So that's good energy. Yeah, I feel like they just want you to hang in there. You know, let go of anything that's no longer serving you. But I feel like they do see you. They do see you. You may not understand the extent of it, but they do see you. They feel like they validate the challenges you're putting yourself through and that sort of thing. Ellen, am I contact with a fae? Ooh, I love that one. Let's see if I have fairy cards out here. Where's the fairy cards? That's not fairy cards. Where's the fairy cards? I had fairy cards earlier. I don't know where I put my fairy cards. I have these ones. Let's see. What kind of fae is Ellen connected with? I feel like we can all be connected with a fae. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Especially the fae. Is there any fae that Ellen's connected with? What kind of fae is Ellen connected with? What kind of fae is Ellen connected with right now? I'm not sure how good these cards will be for this. But this says precious time. It didn't say what kind. It says the fairy of time. Oh, you have the fairy of time. So I don't know if you often find yourself late or you notice the time more often than others. I know my daughter constantly notices the time. Like, she knows when it's 1:11 or 12:12 and that sort of thing. She always catches those numbers. So I don't know if that is you, because this is the fairy of time. It says wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Let's see what else we can get for you. I'll use these because I should take another card out. But for Ellen, does Ellen really get in contact with Fae? Does Ellen really get in contact with Fae? Oh man, they're all saying no. Maybe I'm asking the questions wrong. Is there a Fae around Ellen? Is there a Fae around Ellen? Is there a Fae around Ellen right now? Is there a Fae around Ellen right now? Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a no. I feel like there is. I feel like there's a possibility. Let's see. How can Ellen connect with the Fae? How can Ellen connect with the Fae of time? How can Ellen connect to the Fae? How can Ellen connect to the Fae? Faes love shiny things. If you have any loose change, you know, any nickels or dimes or whatever, anything shiny, the Fae do love it. You know, sitting in silence and looking for them. I feel like the Fae you're more likely to see the Fae at 3 a.m. You know, like 12 o'clock is witching hour, 3 a.m. is for the fairies and when they're most likely to see them. I've seen them at 3 a.m. They kind of look like really, really white fireflies more than butterflies. And they're very, very white. The ones I've seen. I know there's different kinds. For the Four of Cups in the dark, I feel like it's just a matter of revisiting past ideas or past things that may have indicated that there was a Fae. Yeah, I feel like one's coming towards you. Could be the one of time. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes just connecting with crows can also bring a Fae. You know, I know that, I don't know. I know that I believe that Fae can shapeshift into crows, and that's why they're so smart. But, I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can Google about connecting with the Fae and other people who have seen Faes and connected with Faes. They like sweets too. You'll even get crumbs of chocolate or cookies or anything sweet. They love that as well. They pretty much love anything you can use to attract a crow. Crow loves shiny things. If you feed a crow and leave them shiny things, they will bring you gifts. I don't have it anymore, but I used to have a shiny white rock over there from a crow, but my daughter took it to put on her altar. So, I lost my rock. Yeah, that's probably a connection for sure, Ellen. Yeah, you could also be connected to tree spirits. Tree spirits are real too. Trees have a spirit that can also give you some inner wisdom and that sort of thing. Yeah, I feel like that's where the hug a tree comes from. They do have a lot of good things there too. That's awesome. Good night, Ellen. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Culture. What should I know for the weekend? For a week ahead. What should culture know for the week ahead? What should culture know for the week ahead? What should culture know for the week ahead? What should the culture know for the week ahead? What should culture know for the week ahead? I feel like you're going to need to get your rest because you're going to need to use your strength, right? I feel like you're juggling things around, juggling your priorities, or juggling your budgeting, your time management, whatever that is. I feel this energy of you needing to be more flexible or more understanding or more adaptable to whatever's going on in your energy, the sun. So I feel like overall there's going to be some positive light, right? I feel like you're going to be making some movements moving forward. I feel that this sense of positivity, happiness, success coming your way. The Page of Cups is in the dark, so someone may be not quick to respond to you, not quick to open their heart towards you right now, or not quick to invite you somewhere where they probably should have. So there may be some delays on that aspect. There is the Ace of Pentacles, so new opportunities, new work opportunities, new financial opportunities, potential growth of some sort, perhaps, maybe a new person in your life. I don't know. What else does culture need to know about the week ahead? What else does culture need to know about the week ahead? Oh, there's going to be some challenges, though. Some changes and challenges with the Five of Wands. Someone may get hot-headed. I don't know who this person is. Maybe it's the Page of Cups. You know, being a butt cheek of some sort. Nine of Pentacles in the dark, too. So I feel like whatever it is, don't be afraid to ask for help, you know? Don't be afraid to share the work with someone else, or have someone else give you their opinion about something if it's going to help you along. You have the Nine of Wands as well. So, you know, I feel there's going to be some quick, fast-paced moves. Someone may call you or text you out of the blue. I do feel that energy as well. But that's what I got. Dee Dee. Should I continue my storytelling videos on my texting stories videos on YouTube? Let's see, should Dee Dee continue with her storytelling videos or texting stories videos on YouTube channel? Let's see, should Dee Dee continue the storytelling video? Should Dee Dee continue the storytelling video? Should Dee Dee continue the storytelling videos? No. I don't know what's up with that. Should Dee Dee continue with the texting stories? Should Dee Dee continue with the texting stories? Yes, texting stories. You're gonna have badass success with that. Badass success. Let's see. Why should Dee Dee not continue with the storytelling videos? Maybe because it's harder to keep up with the scheduling or the routine of posting them or whatever's going on there because you're working towards this badass success. I also feel this energy of you working towards your independence to be more financially stable. So I don't know if it's just a matter of juggling the two may be more difficult. Page of Wands is in the dark as well. So what is this badass success for the texting stories? What is this badass success with the texting stories? Let's see. What is this badass success with the texting stories all about? Ooh. Devil's in the dark, so I feel this sense of freedom, a sense of, you know, not being as restricted as you were with the storytelling thing. The Eight of Wands is in the dark. It may be slow and steady progress, but slow and steady is better than no progress, right? This may be easier to avoid a burnout as well. I don't know if the Texas stories is easier or what's going on with that. But I do feel like there's a sense of freedom with the Devil card here, of figuring out that sort of side of things, right? I don't know. Devil's in the dark, so it's also like releasing any negativity, detoxing from whatever you need to detox from. Like with negativity and like more about detoxing, like negative energy, that sort of thing. For the Knight of Swords in the dark, you know, put some more imagination into your stories more than logic. That's what I got. Whew. I've lost all the cards here. Oh, I did. I caught them. You're welcome, Judy. Excuse me. There's no more questions. Does anybody else have a question they'd like to ask? I think I might close early tonight if nobody has any questions. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all so much, and I'll be back live tomorrow for more readings. Hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you all next time. Good night, everyone. Bye. Good night. Thank you.